Hi guys, I'm going to be lecturing the last part of chapter 18, and this is section 3, not the beginning of section 3 because we did cover that. This is on page 569 to 570. So why don't you pause right now, pause this video and go get your book and get to 569. Okay. So we've been talking about binary compound. This is not about binary compound. I'm going to review a little bit, okay? What's a binary compound? This is a compound, okay? It's a kind of a shorthand for a compound. Binary compound is a compound that is made up of two elements, okay? Like this, okay? Sodium chloride, like two of them, right? Or like this, carbon dioxide. Okay, whether they are covalent or ionic doesn't matter, right? This is covalent, right? This is two elements. It doesn't matter how many atoms are in each element, but they're just two different kinds of element. Those are binary compound, okay? Here, that's binary compound, okay? But right now we're not going to talk about binary compound. We're going to talk about something else. It's called polyatomic ion. Polyatomic ion. All right. So what is that? Because a lot of compounds are not really binary. They're made up of so many different things. First, baking soda. Okay, this is a chemical formula for baking soda. How many elements do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different kinds, right? These are polyatomic ion, not binary. More than 2. Right? And we have ammonium chloride. This is ammonium chloride. How many elements? We have 1, 2, 3 different kinds. So these are called polyatomic ion. And what they are is in your notebook, right? Notebook on page 75. Okay, let's fill that in. Okay, what does it say? It says positively, polyatomic ion is positively, this is my shorthand, positively or negatively charged. Although you see the word ion, this is covalently bonded. Covalently bonded. This will be on the test. It's very important. Group of atoms. Once again, remember how to read science sentence. Don't just read it. Think about what you're reading. Okay? Positively or negatively charged. Because it's charged, it's ion, but they are actually covalently bonded. These are covalently bonded, okay? These are covalently bonded. Although this is, what, the metal, okay? But they have charge, so they're ion. So let's look at page 569. Let's look at 569. And you for homework, you need to know how to use this part right here. Okay, but on the test, I will give you this table, so you don't have to memorize it. So these are polyatomic ions, all right? And it says polyatomic ions as a whole, right? As a whole, okay? It has two or more elements. It has two or more elements, right? As a whole. And it says, even though polyatomic contains more than one element, they act like individual ion. So although each one of them are made up of two or more elements, they function as one, like one person. Okay, it's one person. Okay, so let's think about that. Okay, I know this could be kind of hard. So what I just showed you, I kind of made it big here. These are polyatomic ions, all right? So let's look at this. Ammonium, okay, it is N and 4H. But together, it functions like one body. So the whole thing has +1 oxidation number. Okay, that does not belong here. It belongs to the whole thing. Okay, acetate. It has 3 different kinds of elements. As a whole, has -1 oxidation number. Does that make sense? So that does not belong to oxygen. It belongs to the whole group. Chlorate, ClO3. As a whole, has -1 oxidation number. Hydroxide, as a whole, has -1 oxidation number. Sulfate, as a whole body, has -2 oxidation number. Okay, phosphate together has -3 oxidation number. I mean, this is a very short list, okay, at your level. But in chemistry, actually, this list, polyatomic ion, has a lot more than what your book has. All right. So let's learn how to name these. Let's learn how to name this. So I am going to do a barium chlorate, and it is in your book 569, and also in your notebook page 75. Okay, now just follow me. Barium chlorate. The first step is you need to write the symbol of a positive ion, and I told you it's always the positive one that is named first. So barium is going to be +1. Okay, this is going to be negative. All right, so barium, I know it by heart, but where is that in the periodic table? You need to look for it. Barium is right here, which is second group, and it has an oxidation number +2, +2. Remember, this group needs to get rid of 2 valence electrons, so it has 2 plus, okay, 2 plus 2 oxidation number. So first you have to write the symbol and the oxidation number for the positive one. So this is barium, is Ba, and it has 2 plus. Okay? All right, so now let's look at chlorate. What was chlorate? You have to find them right here. Okay? These are the negative ones. That doesn't mean all the polyatomic ions are negative. See, this one is positive. This one is positive, okay? But most of them are negative. Chlorate, so we write chlorate, ClO3 as a body. So you have to put a parentheses. Has 1, okay? -1. Now we need to balance them. Remember, they need to be in balance, right? So you got 2 barium, 2 plus, but you have 1. So how many of this do you need? How many of this? Yeah, 2 of them. We need 2 of them. The LCM will be 2, right? So 1 barium, okay, needs to be paired up with 2 chlorate, right? This is the answer, okay? So this is same thing as the binary compounds that we did in the previous video that I sent you. It's the same procedure, but it's a little bit confusing because this whole thing this is a polyatomic ion, not one element. But it's okay. Treat it like one body, okay? So let's do something else. Let's do ammonium phosphate. Ammonium phosphate, what is that? Okay? Do we have ammonium in the periodic table? If you go here, you will never find it. Because ammonium itself is not one element, okay? Ammonium also is polyatomic ion. So you can do both polyatomic ion. Here, the list, okay? Remember? This is ammonium. This is ammonium, all right? So ammonium is a polyatomic ion. This is polyatomic ion. We can do that, okay? See, I told you this is positive. This has to be, the first one has to be positive. The negative, okay, for our chapter, okay? So ammonium, so first step is to write the name, the symbol, and the oxidation number for the positive ion, which is ammonium. So I'm going to put NH4, the whole thing. This is 1 positive oxidation number. All right, phosphate, let's look for phosphate. Phosphate is PO4 and has oxidation number is -3. All right, so what do? We need 3 of this to balance with that, right? So we're gonna write ammonium, 3 of them. You always have to put this, otherwise it's gonna look like that, right? We don't do that, it's not 43. And then this one does not really, this one, you don't have to have parentheses because it doesn't have oxidation number here, okay? So this whole thing, PO4, this whole thing is a phosphate. So the answer will be that, Okay? So that's page 569. Maybe I should just stop here. It's page 569. Okay? And in the next video, I'll do 570. All right.